back to another Trading Fibs video. Today I'm just going to go over the update on the Micro E-mini S&P 500 futures chart. We started the low in April. Again, we have our two swings in the cycle degree. And now we're subdividing this extended C leg. And this shows you the extended A leg, primary leg, and this is the shortened C leg. Here I have these orange trend lines indicating triangles inside lower degree waves. We have a primary A to B connecting wave that actually is a triangle. And what brings us to our final leg. And we have what might be a possible triangle finishing up for a intermediate B wave. And then once this is complete, we should go higher to complete our C leg. And I'll put those targets up here in just a little bit towards the end. Really just some keynotes that the extended wave was the A leg from the April low, and each leg or just the A leg, the intermediate A leg from the primary was extended also. Actually the A and the C, or no, just the A, sorry. So each A subdivided 3 degrees were all extended. I thought that was very interesting. Also the symmetry in the triangles as it was forming, I caught those. And yeah, so all this move is just, there's a lot to learn with this new wave theory. I don't want to get into it today. I'm still trying to write a format on how to trade this style, but it's basically 3 counts labeled as ABC. It all lies in the Fibonacci sequence, okay, with the percentages and the derivatives. But it's very in depth in how to analyze and count waves. But I enjoy it, and I enjoy doing these videos. And like I said, this is for entertainment only. And yeah, I'm not a financial advisor, but any likes and subscribes would be appreciated. I also have a donation site here on the YouTube channel. If there is a chart you would like for me to look at and get some detail on that for you, I don't mind doing that. You can send that to an email. I'll have that posted up at the end. But let's go on here and to finish this leg out. All right, I just want to get into the reaction that we're at right now. We have overlapping fibs. Every time I have an overlapping fib, there usually is quite a nice price action involved. So it's looking like we're getting that at the moment. And there could be 2 possible scenarios for this direction. Okay, this could be this move could be complete, but I doubt it. I'm looking really for a C leg higher before the entire April low move is complete. All right, and even then we still might have a shallow correction and still need a leg higher. But I've already planned that move out back in October of last year. So if you can search through the videos and try to find it. But I've pretty much gathered that we are coming to an end as far as the rally that we started back in 22. I can't remember the exact date off the top of my head. But anyways, like I said, from where we're at right now, we could go 2 directions, right? From the pullback, because I'm expecting the pullback to at least come to the 63.40 area, and then from there we need to watch closely. If it breaks this triangle pattern, then we'll probably complete and need to retrace this whole April low. And I'll put those retracements out also. But if we come down to the triangle and bounce out, of that triangle to the upside, then we'd need one more smaller intermediate leg, and then the pullback. So let's go ahead and put those targets out. Let's go ahead and play. Let's see. We'll zoom into the triangle where we're at, or what I think is a triangle. And let's say we go ahead and come down to the 63.41, and then from here it's two directions, right? It could be up or down from here. So our up targets are going to be, let me see if I can get this. Just bear with me for a second. I don't need all these fibs up. Let's just get the three major targets, and we'll take everything else off. Alright, and this fib, I don't need that anymore. That was just to show the reaction we're getting right now. So we'll remove that. And so those are the three targets to the upside if the trend line holds. And that'll be one of those three targets there. So I'll yell them out here real quick. The 138 is the 66.07, 161 is the 66.70, and the 200 is 67.72. All right, and then I'll make that green. And then if we break the triangle pattern, that means it's going to be an A, B, C. This will just be complete, some kind of zigzag pattern. And then we go ahead and correct the April low. And then those targets to the downside are going to be there's a couple of ways I can do this. But I'm going to do the simple version right now, just based off the retracement off the April low. Let me get that closer. Let me fix that target. Alright. Zoom out and see what those targets are. Actually, let me clean up the fibs. I only need the retracement fibs, so we'll take everything else out. Okay, so from the April low, if we start to break the trend line, then the targets are going to be the 23.6 at 61.84, the 38.2 at 59.27, then the 50% at 57.19, and the 61.8 at 55.11. Notice the 61.8 just barely overlaps RA. So if it overlaps EA, that could send us a more bearish move for some bigger targets to the downside, but that's way in the future. Excuse me, losing my voice. But we'll count the moves as they go down for each target, and we'll be able to hopefully stay ahead of the market. Let's see, what else do I need to add? I think that's pretty much it. So we have our three targets to the upside after this pullback, right? So our target at the moment is the 63.40 area. Okay, let's see if I can get a better target for that real quick. That's going to be based off, if this is a triangle, then I have to find which leg that it's going to correspond to, and that's going to be kind of tricky doing that right now because I wasn't anticipating analyzing that part right now because I've already done it. I just really didn't write it down. Let's see here if I can figure this out real quick. See if I can find that one. Okay, so that's a 161.8 on that one. Give me 1 second. And this one was a 138. I see 138 a lot. So let's go ahead and say 38% retracement right now based off the entire move. That puts me at 64.66. So maybe we get a bounce off of that. So that's our ABC. Okay. And then what's the 61.8? 63.79. Okay. Let's do this. Let's say we go, wrong drawing tool. Let's say we come down here to 64.66, get a bounce. Probably, it could be a deep retracement actually, the way it's been going. And then we come down to retest the trend line, and that's going to be the moment of truth, which direction we need to go to. So I'm going to go ahead and say 63.30. All right. So I'll write those out. So 64.66. Then a bounce up to 65.53. And then down to 63. I could have sworn I said 63.50. Let me recount that real quick.